toughest one in the section. With the runner, boy, you nigga, no question. You would run a motherfucker high stepping. Hey, you never had a big enough weapon. Motherfucker never learned your lesson. I'm an 88 pack nigga. I'm an 88 pack nigga. I mean, day walker, drink blood, fangs out, full moon, motherfucker change like a hoe. I'm just a nigga from the hood trying to stack a little cheddar for the money.
Yeah, buddy. Yeah, buddy. Lightweight. Lightweight, baby. Oh, it's time to bleed this morning. Drew Titan Bronx on deck. Shout out to the mighty LDBC. See, we got in the building. Let's do this real fast. G McCall, Shower, Stormy B-Man in the building. Tay-Tay, good morning. Shaquilla Fields, Jarrell Freeman, Dirt Gang Boss. Main event, Mark. Star City J, where you been? Salute. Dill Spoolie, Shogun, Jeff, Spark, always supporting. Salute. Jermaine Jubilee, what's good, brother? Mark Harrison, Andrew Gray, Philip D in the building. Smash the like button, like and share. Salute to my supporters. Salute to my stalkers. I definitely see you niggas. But let's talk some boxing this morning. Come on in, smash the like button. Come right up. Dante, what's going on, man? Long time no see. Yup. Bert, what's good, Bert? Todd, what up? Take a long look at this picture. Take a long look in this picture, because at this point, this needs to happen. This needs to happen. And this is no shot at Jake Paul, because you know what? At least he's trying. But Rod, what up? This is what you're left with. This is what you're left with. Boxing in America used to be a powerful thing. It used to be something we could be proud of. Something that started overseas. But when it got over here, boy, we did things with this sport. Come on now. We did some great things with this sport. It was something to be proud of once upon a time. And now, I mean, you see our brother Jermaine Jubilee, I think he could do a better job with storylines, because, you know, he's involved in wrestling. He could do a better line with storylines in America. So the PBC may as well call him. He can get some storylines together, because that's what this is. Do y'all understand? While Turk Al-Sheikh and Frank Warren and Eddie Hearn are getting deals done, we were privileged to see Mike Tyson's naked behind. Think about that for a second. That was one of the highlights of the Netflix event. Joseph, what up? Mike was talking to his son. They made that man. Young Abel, salute. They made that man. They made that man talk to his son. All right, let me set this up for a second. They show him backstage talking with Lennox Lewis and Evander Holyfield. Who else was there? Wasn't there someone else there? And he was like, yo, tell me something good, fellas. And they were giving him a pep talk. And he starts shadowing and all of that stuff. And Edgar, what up? And then he talks to his son. Dad, what's it going to be like out there? Yeah, you know, I'm going to do my thing, son. Yeah. And then he turns away. Oh, Roy Jones. Yeah, thank you. Then he turns away. And you see Mike's naked ass. It was at that point, if you bet on Mike Tyson to beat Jake Paul, you should have been worried. Hassan, what up? You should have been worried. You should have been worried. Then stumbles all the way to the ring. I'm like, oh, okay. I mean, this is American boxing, y'all. I hope you're proud. I mean, really think about that. How many fathers we got in the chat? You talking to your son on Netflix, 12 million people watching, and then you turn away and you show Netflix and everybody around the world your naked ass. This is where we at. This is American boxing, y'all. And I ain't mad because y'all accepted this. I don't. This is not the product that I was proud of. Tony C, what up? This is not the product that I was proud of. I'm not proud of this. I'm not proud of this. Jake Paul is trying. He's trying to save y'all. He's trying. I can say Jake Paul loves boxing. I can say Jake Paul is pro athlete. I can say Jake Paul feels the way we feel for the most part. These fighters should be getting the maximum dollar once they get to a point where people are paying to see them and they're on undercards. They should maximize their dollar. I'll give Jake Paul that. I'm really not talking bad about Jake Paul. But who's doing a better job, Jake Paul or Al Heyman? Mo G, what's good? And I'm just pointing out. I speak of the facts. I'm just pointing out the discrepancies here. How the hell did Jake Paul? Yeah, I mean, Mark, I did see it, and it was just one big setup, bro. It was one big setup, and I'm like, all right, I knew what I was dealing with at that point. For those people that weren't sure, like, yo, is this gonna be? Yo, is Mike gonna? Is Jake gonna try and? Really, but Mike's is gonna, nope. Once you saw his naked ass, you knew what kind of, you knew what time it was. I'm like, oh, all right. Okay. Those dudes at my job, those same dudes that like to run to me whenever a fighter I support has some trouble. And I'm like, yo, y'all don't even watch boxing. Y'all don't know what happened. Y'all don't even know what's going on. Y'all don't know the intangibles, what led to that. And how you gonna ask me a question, and then when I'm explaining it to you, you're saying, no, you don't think that's what happened. Why are you talking to me then? Go away. Those same cats were picking Mike Tyson to knock out Jake Paul. I said it's wishful thinking, but you do know Mike is 58. And Jake Paul, Marcus, what up? And Jake Paul, although he might be annoying to you, he can fight. And he knew enough to stay alive. But I told, they had an agreement, y'all. They had an agreement. I don't care what anyone says. They had an agreement. Neither one of them are going to get out of line. He sold a boxing event. The undercard was for real. That fight, not so much. They had an agreement. It was a glorified sparring session. Mike had enough defense not to get caught with nothing significant. And Mike's legs weren't underneath him. Normally he's jumping at people with those left hooks. He couldn't do it. He's 58, y'all. He might feel great and look better, and he has muscle memory. He's in better shape than the average 58-year-old, but he's 58. Let's not kid ourselves. But this is American boxing. And Jake Paul was able to go to Jerry's World and sell it out. And his undercards weren't too bad. And there were notable names on there that fight supporters knew. But the dunce caps at my job, they will focus on this Jake Paul, Mike Tyson thing. Mission accomplished. I didn't engage in that conversation. When I went to work the next day, they by the water cooler talking about it. Yo, what'd you think? What'd you think? I said, hey, I shrugged my shoulders. I left. It's nothing. I ain't care. Third game boss, salute. Sam Max, salute. I'm not mad at the outcome. I don't care. If Mike had got stopped in the first round, I'm like, yo, he's 58. If Mike knocks Jake out late in the fight, it's like, it's Mike Tyson. He finally fought a real fighter. Imagine what happens if he fights a real fighter. And I'm going to tell you something. There's talk about him fighting Canelo. What did I tell y'all? Do not be surprised if that fight happens. Don't be surprised. And I want you to think about something. Well, I'll say something. That fight will break any app that it's on. So Netflix better get their ish together if that fight happens. And it'll happen in our face, and it'll be the fight we'll be talking about for 4 months leading up to it. I'm telling you, Cinco de Mayo, it's a possibility. In 2025 Cinco de Mayo, Canelo could be happening. Because you know what? Even Floyd Mayweather's talking about it. It's a possibility. That might be the Carolina Slim. Salute. Andrew, what up? That's a possibility. And if that fight happens before Canelo fights the winner of Morrell and Benavidez, that's what you get. That's what you get. That's what you get. It's WWE as opposed to Olympic style Roman wrestling, Greco-Roman. And it's not to undermine the pro wrestling athletes, because you have to be an athlete to do all that jumping and bouncing around the ring. You can't just go in there and do it. Trust me, you cannot. You can't do it. Those guys are athletes, but we all know what we're looking at. It's a rehearsed thing. And real things do happen in that ring. You know, think about it. You know, if you miss a spot or you take a bump and you don't take care of the person that you're working with, if they're still awake, they can start punching you in your face like, yo, stop that ish. What's wrong with you? You about to mess up the bread. So I'm not trying to undermine what professional wrestlers do, but we know what we're dealing with there. And this is what American boxing has become. Now, if this is your thing, by all means. But I'm not going to entertain your trash anymore. There will never be a show that I have where I'm talking about on a serious note, yo, I think Jake could beat so-and-so. No. If he gets in the ring with Canelo, I am not picking Jake Paul to beat Canelo. I am going to talk about the numbers, which is what all you knuckle draggers want to talk about anyway. Because everybody's a boxing big head now, right? Everybody we know how it works, you know, seat sales, popcorn sales, every hot dog and beer sold, and, you know, Canelo's getting this amount of money, and Jake Paul, and that, blah, 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 blah. Okay. Yeah, you know, let's see, carry the one, and, okay. You think you're smart? Okay. You so smart. Why is boxing not even a top 3 sport anymore? Why? In America. Why? Jake Paul couldn't find his way into the business in the 90s. And here's the deal. This is all American fight fans have looked forward to. There's a reason why I put this picture the way it is. Now, overseas, I must say, I'm not an Eddie Hearn fan like that. Y'all know he's a liar. All right. It's his fault that we didn't get undisputed match between Anthony Joshua and Deontay Wilder. That's his fault. He messed up with DAZN at first. You know, I have a little video here about how, you know, he's DAZN in America. His first go around, it failed. But guess what, y'all? There is no real second go round because he has the product, and the real supporters of the sport, we, myself included, are now going to him. Now you see this handshake here? Supreme Beast in the building. Salute. You see this handshake right here? Let me tell you what this is. This is equivalent. This handshake between Frank Warren and Eddie Hearn is equivalent to Showtime and HBO shaking hands 2 decades ago. See, now a lot of you young kids, this is normalized for y'all. This is normalized. Cats like myself that know better, we looking at this like, what? The hell is this? Yeah. And who's homie in the middle? Turk out a sheik? Yeah. Yeah, buddy. That's the bag right there. And you know what? These two men understood. They said, you know what? We got fighters. And this guy, Turkey, we can either play ball with him, or he could throw a bag at everybody on our roster and get them eventually. So they shook on it. And they agreed to throw boxing matches, Riyadh season, with Turkey. And he could promote it. Because Turkey has a real bag. PGH, salute. Turkey has a real bag. And where you're going to see a majority of those fights? On DAZN. Turkey could throw events in Saudi. He could throw it in the UK. He could throw it right here in America. Ratchet, what up? And what's America's last line of defense? Jake Paul. Big block, salute. But let me disarm you clowns. Let me disarm you clowns. Why's it gotta be an American thing? Well, why can't it? Why can't it? When you look up American sports and the popularity, American boxing is so low on the totem pole. But you guys are making so much money. I keep making reference to the Titanic. The story is when it hit that iceberg, the people upstairs didn't know it was that serious. They just went along. I am Amanda, salute. Carolina Slim, salute. Big block. If I miss you in the chat, know that I love you. You didn't know how devastating it was. The real OG, Mr. Mont, salute. You didn't know how devastating it was. Everybody upstairs, or the rich folk upstairs, they didn't know. The people downstairs in engineering was like, no, this ain't good. This ain't good. We ain't gonna make it. And they ain't make it. We hit that iceberg years ago. Myself, a lot of people are saying if this crap keeps up, American boxing is gonna die. Had a lot of faith in the PBC, didn't you? They were on multiple networks, and then they would just leave. They were like hobos. Just like hobosexuals. Y'all know what a hobosexual is? That's some of y'all's dads. That's why I got half brothers and sisters all over the United States. Your daddy went up in your mama's house, and your mama ain't no good because she knew what she was dealing with. She thought she could change her. Because Papa was a Rolling Stone. That's what the song is about. Wherever he laid his hat was his home. Went up there, laid up with a chick. Skeet, ate the food, drove a car. When he got bored, one argument, he bounced. That was the PBC. They're on BET. They're on Fox Sports. Whoever they were everywhere. And at first, I was like, this is a good thing. Then they disappeared. I'm like, what happened? They were on CBS. We saw Thurman versus Porter. That was on CBS up here. Slip the jab, salute. And then they disappeared. I'm like, what's going on? What's going on here? And then when you got dudes like Rick Glasser, whom I can't stand. Why are y'all making him right? I don't know. One of the things he always said was their business model. It's outdated. You can't do it like that. And now the little face of boxing. Here, I'm going to say his name now. Now watch people go crazy. Tank Davis. When the PBC can't book an event for the quote-unquote face of boxing, it's cause for concern. Stephen X, salute, good brother. Much love. That was the part that made me like, whoa, what the hell's going on? What happened to his money? What is that? Everyone likes counting pockets, watching pockets. I'm like, wait, hold on. Did Tank get his bread? And if he didn't get his bread, why the hell did Canelo get his bread and Tank didn't? Y'all didn't hear when I asked that? Or y'all so busy mad at me when I call out everything else that he does? Which is not a lie, by the way. He's an asshole. But never mind that. How did he not get his bread? But Canelo's chilling. Canelo's chilling. You didn't give Tank his bread? Al, what's up? And while we're dealing with that, because they lied to that little yellow nigga. They said, yeah, salute. They said, you're fighting December 14th at the Toyota Center in Houston. And he got to work. He started promoting himself. My only beef was, I don't want to see him fighting on 130-pounder. That's trash. That's ridiculous. He got contemporaries. And then next thing you know, the event's not booked. I'm like, wait a minute. What's that? Here come Dan Raphael. There's the problem with the venue while eating a sandwich. And I'm like, okay. What's going on with the venue? Is it burst pipe? Construction? Our brother Rod Neal goes to a Rockets game. It's like, yeah, there's nothing wrong with the arena. There's nothing going on here. Like, so wait, what's going on? Money. Then you want to get mad at Blue Blood. Then you want to get mad at everybody else. Y'all never get mad at Dan Raphael or Mike Cappinger. And never get mad at Steve Kung Fu Kim. Never get mad at them. No, Adrian, guess what? They didn't try. Copper, what up? They didn't try because Blue called them and put it on video. Is there anything going on for that weekend? The person on the phone said no. Then he said, was there ever anything booked for that weekend? The person on the phone said no, but Blue lying though. You know what's the truth? If you're gonna see Tank fight Lamont Roach, the latest thing is it's up here in Brooklyn. What happened in Houston? I'm still on that. What the hell happened? What happened? What happened? And they don't want to talk about that now. Any other time y'all want to talk about numbers and tattoos and cars and braided hair. Okay, I want to talk about what happened. Why wasn't the deal closed in Houston? Because I do believe there's an amount of people in Houston that heard that and say, oh man, I love Tank. I'm ready to go buy my tickets. All he got to do is, the date, okay, as soon as tickets go on sale, I'm going to go. Sorry. All of you cats in Houston that was looking forward to go and see Tank, now if you want to see him live, you got to fly up here to New York. Jake Who says Al Heyman needs to do an interview before he retires or die. I doubt it. I'm me personally, Jay, I don't care to hear from him at this point. That's tomorrow's show. That's tomorrow's show. I have a topic for tomorrow's show. It's gonna be funny as hell. It's gonna be funny as hell. Matter of fact, let me write something down real quick. Let me write something down real quick. Real quick before I forget. Oh boy. I'm a content creator, y'all. Hold on, I'm sorry. Y'all gonna be mad as hell, and I don't care. You see, I defended Al Heyman because a lot of the hatred towards him were from British fight fans, and then, you know, the racists do jump on board, and when you read certain threads, you see the racist shots. You see it, so you defend against that, and you want what's best for your quote-unquote brother. You do. You want him to succeed. But at the end of the day, I support the sport of boxing. I clearly remember saying, yo, man, y'all so zeroed in on putting Al Heyman out of business. That was the part that I hated. I said, right now, as it stands, the PBC is giving us what we want as supporters of the sport. I don't know what the problem is. And then that's when all the boxing big brains get in here and talk about, oh, you know, the money. I'm like, yo. That's not your business. Let's enjoy it. And then that's how we got to know Eddie Hearn. Oh, he's with a billionaire Russian, and he has $1 billion, and he's going to buy all the PBC fighters. Now, the people that was hoping that happened, they didn't even know who this billionaire Russian was, but they knew that they hated Al Heyman. That's what they did. They knew that they hated Al Heyman. And I asked them, yo, this is when I was on Facebook. I said, do you know Al? Well, no, he don't talk. He don't do anything. Okay, so you don't know him. Okay, did you like the last two or three PBC events? Did you watch them? Yeah, so, okay, so he gave you that. What is your problem? Nothing. But they knew this British dude, this 6'5" British dude right here named Eddie Hearn, they just liked him. And he had nothing to offer. And he came into the business talking crap. Al Heyman hasn't spoke to anybody, nothing. And when he jumped bad with Bob Arum put the kibosh on him. He wasn't allowed in Vegas for a long time. Y'all remember that? He wasn't allowed to do business in Vegas for a long time. Because Bob Arum said, yo, you know what, shut up. Kid, you just got here. I know your daddy. Shut up. Wait your turn. You know what, watch this. No fly zone for you in Vegas in your events. That's what he did. Y'all forgot? And he was annoying. You know what Eddie Hearn did with this boxing game? And you got to give credit where credit is due. All right? What Eddie Hearn is doing now, hold on a second. Oh my gosh. Yeah, Xavier, I know. These guys are stupid. Y'all remember Bloodsport? Right? Y'all remember when Van Damme, he was playing Frank Dukes. He's fighting Chung Lee, played by Bolo Yen. The fight starts, he's doing well. And then Chung Lee throws that dust in his eye. Yeah, all right. Eat a dick. Grown folks are talking here. Grown folks are talking, so get out of here. So he throws he crushes that pill and throws a dust in his eye. Now Frank Dukes is blind. He's throwing punches at the wind. He's getting kicked. He's getting fucked up. And he starts screaming. Right? And then he calms down. He remembers his training. And then when Chun Li goes to chop him in the face, he catches him, and now he's fighting blind, but he could see better. That's Eddie Hearn in boxing. That's Eddie Hearn in boxing. And that's a good thing. He understands. He failed forward. I clowned him. I did. And he came back. What did he do? Give up? No. He came right back. You got to give him credit. You got to give him credit. Exactly, Slip the Jab. Got to give him credit. His pops sat him down and said, look, things are changing. Pay attention to the atmosphere of things. Things are changing. You're in the right place. You're the right time. You're the right age. He's younger than Frank Warren. God damn, dude. You want to hug my balls. You want to hug my balls. That's Steve L, salute. Anyway. He learned. Now let me tell you what's unique about this. On his roster, and we're going to go through his roster in a second. On his roster, he has a cheater that can't fight in his own country. What does he do? He gets some work where? In the good old US of A.
Whoa! What?
That's what he did. He got him work. Hey, man, he's a promoter. He's doing his job. He got his guy work. And I'm not a Conor Ben person. I want him to go away. But he got him work. So I'm looking at what these guys are doing. So I'm going to salute Eddie Hearn. Yeah, I don't like that, do y'all? What's the alternative? Top rank? What did I talk about a couple of months ago? Well, fairly recently. Jared Anderson versus Martin Bakole. That ended so badly for Jared Anderson, right? It ended so badly that Bob Arum had to distance himself. From that matchup. God damn, the trolls in here heavy. What's all of this fascination with you and me in 78? What's with the fascination with you and me in 78? What's up? You literally got out your bed this morning to do what exactly? And you named yourself Sir. Queen Latoya, Jesus Christ. I'm flattered. He's watching me with a wig right now. He's watching me. He's greased up, watching me with a wig. This is him, y'all. You see why I make these memes? That's them. Y'all think I'm joking? Y'all think I'm joking? Isaiah, what up? Y'all think I'm joking? That's a grown man that called himself Queen Latoya asking about me in 78 in Greece. Anyway, boxing, please. So Eddie Hearn is he's rebounded, man. And Frank Warren, he's disciplined enough to view the landscape and understand, yo, look, I got to go with the way of business. Turkey has a bag. He can help me pay my roster. This is the next level stuff. This is the next level stuff right here. This is great. So what you see on the right side of the screen is the right thing to do. Yo, check this out. Even Top Rank is playing ball. He didn't tell Jared Anderson to do that, Bob Arum. He didn't tell him. He said my matchmakers would have never allowed him to do that. Which, by the way, he told you who Jared Anderson was in that one little statement that he said. He told you who he was. Told you who he was. He said we didn't set that up. We would have never set that up. When that fight was signed, how many of y'all said that's a bad idea? I know I said it. I know the Sensei said it. I know BFTB said it. I said that fight's happening? I don't like that. But we're going to see. We're going to see. If Jared Anderson has another gear, we're going to find out. Crazy, right? I don't see Jared Anderson. I don't know what he's doing next. I know he ain't screaming for a rematch. What's Jared Anderson doing next? Did I miss it? Here today, gone today. What's he doing next? Wasn't he supposed to be carrying a torch for the heavyweight division? Wasn't he ordained to be the next great American heavyweight? Remember we used to have pride in that, the brothers UK. I missed your super chat last night, man. My apologies, good brother. Much love, man. I missed your super chat last night. Thank you so much. Wasn't Jared Anderson next up? What happened? We used to have pride and stuff like that. Pride. You know pride? Kenny, what up? Y'all know he's on a break because he's only 23? What is he now? 24, 25 now? And he's on a break. You know what I'm saying? But don't worry, man. We got Jake Paul. Because Jake Paul is going to put on blockbuster events. Jake Paul could sell out Jerry's World, and a real boxer like Tank Davis, his company, the PBC, can't even book the Toyota Center. There's a problem, y'all. I'm not the bad guy. I'm just pointing out what happened. Chris, what up? I'm just pointing out what happened. Is it my fault? We were told December 14th, Toyota Center. Great. He's fighting a 130-pounder. Not great. And what do you mean he can't book the Toyota Center? What happened? Then they blamed the venue. The venue wasn't the problem. The problem was the PBC. What's going on? Jake Paul booked Jerry's World versus a 58-year-old Mike Tyson. Y'all don't see a problem here? How much of the carrying is Jake Paul supposed to do? They're talking about him versus Canelo. That's actually a possibility. Are you kidding me? How is that a conversation, y'all? Seriously. And Canelo don't represent American boxing. He represents himself, Mexico, and himself. He got his bag. He can stop fighting this morning. He's like, you know what? I don't want to do it no more. I'm good. And walk away. He's fine. He has generational wealth for his entire bloodline for the rest of their lives. Anthony, what up? Tiago, what up? He's good. But now Floyd is talking about, oh, well, Canelo smashes him. Man, Canelo promoted this kid, man. Oh, who are we kidding? Logan Paul got a Floyd Mayweather fight. Keith Thurman never got one. I want y'all to think about this. The writing was on the wall for like the last 8 years. And the sick ish is Jake Paul actually loves boxing. He actually loves boxing. Ain't that sick? He loves boxing. He's doing right by everyone on his undercard. So that's why I respect him. He's trying. But never mind that. What the hell is Al Heyman and the PBC doing? So my thing is, in the meantime, while Jake Paul is figuring this out and he's doing a good job, and I don't know what the hell the PBC is doing, at this current junction, I go to where boxing is great. And that's Matchroom in Queensbury in Riyadh season. Stand by, y'all. I know how to fix this. And for those of you that just subscribed, sorry. Just stay tuned. But, you know, I got one troll in here that's made multiple accounts this morning because he ain't got nothing to do. So there you go. That's how you fix things. I'm sorry, J. Cool. Just stick around. But, you know, people are just so damn, you know, ignorant and ridiculous. So, you know, this is what I got to do. So stick around, J. Cool. It's so good. This ain't you didn't do anything crazy. This wasn't you. So, you know, this is what you got to do. Because one mofo ain't gotten his feelings and decided to do this. I know who it is, you know. So, you know, I'll address it. So there you go. If you ain't been rocking with me for 13 weeks, now you can't say anything. You see what happens? And by the way, is that a British person doing that? No. Is that a Saudi person doing that? No. That's a person of color, right? An American fight fanatic, a tank junk slurper. And here I am talking about why boxing is dead and how the PBC is single-handedly effing things up. How they've given a guy like Jake Paul life. and I'm looking at the right side of the screen, and those are the foreigners to us, but they have the better product. Instead of focusing on the sport, the homosexual comes in and focuses on me. Y'all think I'm trolling when I tell you that these people are homosexuals? This is what I'm talking about. Now, the 86, salute to you in that super chat. He says, salute, Drew. I appreciate you for the truth you speak. And salute to the mighty LDBC. I appreciate you, good brother. Thank you so much. Thank you so much. I'm just talking boxing. They're talking about me. I told you I got stalkers. I have stalkers. But anyway, yeah, they wanna bend Tank over. They think he's cute. That scene when Mike Tyson was talking to his kids, with his son, and he walked away and you saw his naked behind. They want Tank to go through something like that so bad so he could walk. They want to go to the locker room and see his naked behind. Those are his fans. And now they upset because they can't type in, oh yeah, okay, yeah, I'll get you tomorrow. Yeah, come through tomorrow. Run my numbers up. Come through tomorrow. I'm talking boxing. Meanwhile, I got all of these fanatics mad at me, but meanwhile, boxing is literally dead in the States. All that talent we have, everything that we produced, in the face of boxing is Jake Paul. Jake Paul? Jake Paul, y'all. Jake Paul and Mike Tyson broke the internet. It crashed Netflix. In the same state that Tank Davis, a real boxer. You see, y'all too stupid. Y'all don't even know when I'm talking up the kid. A real boxer with his company can't even book the Toyota Center in the other city adjacent to Dallas. A smaller venue. That's a basketball arena. Jerry's World is where America's team, the Cowboys played. Jake sold it out. It had $2 million seats. Sold it out. Sold it out. But Tank and the PBC can't book the Toyota Center? What's going on? And when we told y'all, yo, American boxing is on its last leg, y'all don't care. Y'all want to talk about braided hair. Boss. Y'all want to see Tank's naked ass. Y'all don't see anything wrong with him booty slapping on TikTok or wherever he was doing that at. Gio James, salute. I was talking about the problem, and now it's here. The Titanic is sinking. And Jake Paul is your last hope. If Jake Paul decides to stop, and he don't put himself on the cards to bring in the casuals and the circus dwellers into the event, if he's just promoting a regular card, those cats ain't showing up. The only reason why Amanda Serrano and Katie Taylor had so many eyes on them was because it was on a Jake Paul undercard. Now, what the hell is that? Because they are real boxers. And let me jump over here for this. Salute to Amanda, but goddamn, baby. Don't act like you did that by yourself. You was a part of something that they deem as historic. But make no mistake about it. Those numbers you put up, that wasn't all you, baby. Don't do that. Freedom's March, salute. Tone, what up? Don't do that, man. And then when you got, man, when you got guys like Cameron, who's a casual, fussing with the GWOAT, this is where things get jumbled up. Now, all of this is going on, but I'm looking at Frank Warren, Turkey Alashik, and Eddie Hearn. What attracts you to the sport? The circus or boxing? It's time for you to make a decision. Well, actually, no. You made your decision. You made your decision. Because in a minute, did y'all see Stormy's live this morning? I mean, his premiere? Y'all probably didn't even know who the hell he was talking about. And good. Because all I ever want to do is talk to the people that listen. I want to talk boxing. And if Jake Paul decides to hang up his gloves but promote fights and the fight cards are lit, I'll talk about it. But that's it. This is what y'all get for entertaining a circus. And this is American fans. We're the fattest country. We're the most spoiled country. Heart disease everywhere. Chicks run to the Dominican Republic, get a snatched waist and talk about I'm a 10. The entitlement is ridiculous. The reality is we ain't run shit for a very long time. So when I tell you boxing is a reflection of life, y'all really have no idea. Y'all really have no idea. And the foolishness leads the charge in America, which is why in this thing called boxing, Jake Paul is the face of American boxing. I want you to think about that. Think about that. And guess what? He's trying because he's putting real fighters on his undercard. He's trying. And that's the funny part. So when I asked y'all last week, who's done more for the sport of boxing, Tank or Jake Paul? That wasn't a trick question. Because the real answer is what? Jake. Jake Paul's putting real fighters on his undercard. He's paying these guys. He's giving you clown fights as the main event, but he's paying these guys. And what is Tank Davis giving you? Lamont Roach. No belt involved, and the guy's at 130 pounds. And Tank got at least 4 goddamn contemporaries surrounding him. So what do you want? What do you want? Y'all told me what y'all wanted. Y'all told me. Well, actually, y'all ain't tell me. Y'all showed me. Y'all showed me. Cypress Hill, exactly. Brian, salute. Jay Cool, see if you can type. I just wrenched you. Deontay Wilder was doing the best he could with what he had available to him. And the American public treated him like trash. It was bad enough that the British public, they treated him the way, some of them, not all of them, they treated him the way they did. But, you know, that was because, you know, AJ was their guy. I get it. What I didn't understand was how the American public treated him. I didn't understand that. And the reasons for disrespecting that man was like, it was absurd. It was absurd. Here Deontay was, undersized at heavyweight, trying to fight everybody and everything around him. Here Devin Haney is, a youngest undisputed champion trying to fight everybody around him. Many of y'all disrespected him. Y'all gave life to a guy like Jake Paul to walk through the front door and make a withdrawal. He didn't come in through the back door like most of you homos. He didn't come in through the back door and rob the bank. He walked through the front door and made a withdrawal. Y'all disrespect Devin. Y'all disrespect Deontay. When Andre Ward was active, y'all didn't get his back like y'all should have. But y'all were fascinated by Floyd Mayweather. And how did Floyd Mayweather have to behave to get the limelight put on him? If Floyd Mayweather behaved like Andre Ward, short words, wasn't flashy, and just went in and got the job done, where would he be? Didn't Champside tell you? I knew this already, but didn't he tell you? Remember when Champside said boxing needs a black villain? They also need a black punching bag. We knew this. It's the truth. It's the truth. He was not lying. Slip the jab 100%. He's catch weighting people and pulling people up from lower weight divisions. Meanwhile, everybody else is a weight bully. Benavidez, weight bully, right? Devin Haney, weight bully, right? But Deontay Wilder's fighting at the heavyweight division, and on average, his opponents on average outweighed him by 30 to 40 pounds. What? That's his fault though, right? He ain't complaining about weight bullies. He's just getting in and doing the damn thing. Y'all ran around protecting your favorite fighters. And y'all ran out of fighters to protect. Look at the alternative that y'all chose over the names I mentioned. Andre Ward, we should have been celebrating him and doing video. If y'all, well, wasn't doing content when he was active. But for those of you that were, y'all should have been doing videos about him every day. Like he was the best thing since sliced bread. Yeah, Darius even called Errol a weight bully. Look at how y'all treated Andre Ward. What was the alternative? Gennady Golovkin? Sergey Kovalev? Y'all like those overseas dudes. Y'all liked them already. He scared Gennady Golovkin. Y'all called him a bully. He went up to fight Sergey Kovalev, beat him twice. Y'all tried to discredit him from that. Deontay Wilder, what was the alternative? Tyson Fury, who, by the way, can't even come to America anymore. And American media hasn't said a word about it. We have to say things about it. Let's talk boxing. Because it's a goddamn game here. Floyd Mayweather had to be a complete and total coon in a lot of cases. And he's not a good person outside the ring. He's not. He's not. And he's bigging up Jake Paul. He understands business. He's the reason why Loma and Tank ain't fought 5 years ago. He's the reason why Adrian Broner got in the ring with Marcos Maidana and got cheated. Yeah, I believe he got cheated. You know why? Big Bro should have told him, yo, AB, check those gloves. Because Big Bro fought Maidana and he did that. And what did we find out? He said, ain't no padding in these gloves. Really? Do you remember what Robert Garcia said? Those are the same gloves we use against Broner. He said something like that. I said, oh, y'all caught that? Oh, okay. Well, we just gonna act like that ain't happened. Okay, fine. Let's not talk about it. Let's not talk about it then. Let's not talk about it. We were putting stock in a freak show. Adrian Broner was running around with sex tapes and everything and trying to be the villain that Floyd was. Didn't work. Floyd Mayweather wanted Devin Haney, but settled for Tank. All right, baby daddy. And when we're asking, why didn't Tank do this and that? Y'all stay blaming Floyd. Well, they ain't speaking no more. What's the problem? He chose Lamont Roach. And all I'm saying is, Jake Paul and his event sold out Jerry's World, and Tank Davis can't even book the event center in Houston. Y'all not worried because y'all are not boxing supporters. Which is why Jake Paul is the face of American boxing. We had Deontay Wilder. We have Errol Spence. Right? I don't know what he's doing. Y'all treated Andre Ward like crap. Even the network that he fought on, HBO at the time, treated him like crap. This crap needs to go. And I don't care. And I got more smoke tomorrow for the same topic. Because everything I'm saying, if you're not nervous, that means you don't care about the sport. That's cool, but you know what? The sport's not dead. Everyone's been talking, oh, boxing's so dead. Boxing, it's not dead. I come from a time where I look forward to Friday night fights. I came home from school. I sat down. I forgot what I was doing in college at that point. But I look forward to Friday night fights. Brian Kenny. I remember when Floyd was on there as a guest. I remember they had Ike Ibeabuchi on there as a guest. Come on, man. And then when there was a 4-round that I didn't really care about, I switched to Gala Vision to watch their boxing program on Friday nights. If there was a weekend where there was a fight on Boxing After Dark, it was lit. Because you had Friday night fights, you had Boxing After Dark. Sometimes you had something going on Showtime at the same time. Come on, man. Back when I was watching the NBA, you had NBA on TNT in between that. Great nights. And at midnight on MSG, ECW came on. Y'all know about that. Y'all know about that. I know Jermaine Jubilee know about that. My weekends used to be occupied. And now fast forward. Boxing is alive. But I have to watch it somewhere else. Because you damn Americans got so loose with it. And even UK fanatics that are on my Johnson. Yeah. Y'all had me fucked up. Y'all had me fucked up. I've been about the sport. What were you about? You see, that, I'm a proud American. That goes but so far. If you wrong, you wrong. If you wrong, you wrong. If you wrong, you wrong. And Jake's not wrong. You know what Jake did? Jake got in where he fit in. It's called getting where you fit in. And he did that. He understands his star power. And at least he's giving back. He didn't have to put Amanda Serrano and Katie Taylor on the undercard. He didn't have to put anybody there. But he did it. At Jerry's World. At Jerry's World. And the PBC and Al Heyman, y'all shit is not in order. You can't even book a venue for Tank Davis. That is shameful stuff. So now, Best boxers on Matchroom. This is Matchroom roster. Katie Taylor, Boots Ennis, Bam Rodriguez, Shakur Stevenson, Alicia Baumgartner, Terry Harper, Liam Paro, Ellie Scottney, Jai Opatai, Sky Nicholson, Beatrice Ferreira. Y'all don't even know who those last ones are. And that's not even, look, AJ's there, Angel Ferrero, Andy Cruz. He's right there. I'm looking right at him. Austin Williams, Billy Joe Saunders. Is he still active? I don't know. Brandon Scott, Caleb Smith, Campbell Hatton. That's Ricky Hatton's boy. I'm just trying to, Connor Wallace, Connor Ben. I'm trying to name some names that you might know. Hey, Diego Pacheco, he's right there. Dimitri Bivol, Edgar Berlanga. George Kambosis, Galal Yafai, Philip Hergovich. I'm skipping a lot of people. Jaleel Hackett, Jack Catterall, Joe Cordina. I'm just naming names. I'm skipping a lot of people. I'm just naming names that you might know. Joshua Buatsi, Josh Warrington, Juan Francisco Estrada. Anyone? I'm still on Matchroom. Liam Pyra, I mentioned him already. Montana Love, okay. Pat Brown, anyone? Regis Prograis, Raymond Ford, Richardson Hitchens, Mr. Povo, Let me go to Queensbury. Tyson Fury, if you're into that sort of thing. Daniel Dubois, Joseph Parker, Zilly Zahn, Joe Joyce, Derek Chisora, Fabio Wally, Moses Ituma. Anybody? Let's go to light heavyweight. Willie Hutchinson, you know who that is? Zach Parker, Ezra Taylor, y'all know these guys? This is a deep roster. Let's go to super middle. Y'all, you won't know these guys. I just skipped that. Y'all American. Y'all wouldn't know these guys. Hamza Shiraz, y'all know who that is? Keep an eye on him. He's 21-17. Keep an eye on him. 21-17 knockouts, no losses, no draws. Denzel Bentley, y'all know who that is? Pay attention to detail. I don't know who this is. Is Walter Fury related to the Furies? If you are, F you. If not, I feel sorry for your last name. Anyway, their roster is thick as hell. Let's go to welterweight. Let me just see. Khalid Ali, know who that is. Owen Cooper. All right, I don't know too many of these guys. Sean Noax, I know who that is. I'll be watching boxing. Boxing's alive. Boxing is alive, and Top Rank is even working with them. So we good. So now, let's get to the drama, because I know what y'all here for. That's what all the trolling was about. Let me address Knockout Boxing 86. Now watch the numbers go up now. Dude, you're corny as fuck. You're corny. That shit you pulled in my comment section, that shit is corny as fuck. Let me explain something to you. Everything I say is within bounds. If you got offended at what I said yesterday, get a goddamn sense of humor, dude. Nobody was sneak dissing you or nothing. This is the second time I heard you talking that stupid shit. That's dumb. You got mad at me telling press to go to your channel to get that feel good. I'm honest about who I am in reference to Tank Davis. Y'all put in the chat, what do I say about Tank Davis? Y'all know. I tell y'all, you're not gonna get no feel good about that kid. I hate him. I'm very honest. I'm not gonna lollygag and say, well, I like him, but no. I say I can't gauge him because he hasn't fought his contemporaries. And his behavior is unbecoming. He's a fraudulent black man. He's a fake Muslim. F that kid, because a lot of y'all want to F that kid. Literally. He's a clown. Period. Period. I'm honest about that. I'm not going to be like how Haney fans be. Well, I like Haney, but the left hook is why he lost, not the drugs. No. I'm not going to watch the Lamont Roach fight. I hope he loses, but I think he's going to knock Lamont Roach out. So this nigga got mad that I held on to press as long as I could, but press cannot be reformed and he cannot be rehabilitated. He cannot be reformed and he cannot be rehabilitated. So I let him go yesterday. And I said, go to KO's page where you can get that feel good. Y'all saw Monsters Ball with Halle Berry, where she had to get that. She didn't get her award. What, she got an Oscar? And she didn't get it until she did a sex scene with the ugliest dude in Hollywood, and Billy Bob Thornton. In that movie, Diddy was her husband, but he was on death row. She had an overweight son who got ran over in the street, and life was kicking her ass. And Billy Bob Thornton was a dysfunctional father. He was a racist because his father was a racist. His son committed suicide, and they trauma bonded. And all she said was, make me feel good. And she ripped her clothes off and he started pounding her. So I said yesterday, Coach, what up? Go get that feel good. I told press, go get that feel good for Tank. Go to KO's channel. Did I call KO out his name? Did I call him out his name? No, I said, go get that feel good. Go get that feel good because you ain't going to get it here. I took his wrench and sent him on his way. Didn't say anything crazy. Well, I got a stalker who's getting taken care of. The stalker's name is BX22. That's his YouTube channel. His name is something else, but I can't release that. And what he does is he screen records or he takes notes. He's taking notes right now. And he sends it to people when he feels I'm talking about them. Keep on doing it. When I tell you I got stalkers, I'm not kidding. And let me tell you how corny BX22 is. Let me tell you why he's getting in trouble. BX22 lives out here. The BX22 is the bus line I drove. Right up here in Castle Hill. So KO, I know you're watching or someone's going to send this to you. When I tell you, you need to distance yourself from him because it's become a legal issue. I'm not playing. But never mind that shit. You let niggas send you shit and you get offended. What else you said? Because I referred to a conversation that you and Blue Blood had. 1,001 people saw that and said that was crazy. You're mad that I said, well, Blue Blood called the Toyota Center. And not only did we find out that there was no event for the 14th, but there was no event ever booked for the 14th. That's all I said. I didn't get into specifics. So you're mad that I pointed something out that you did on his show? Everyone in the chat was there and saw that. You did blame the person over the phone. You did blame the Al Heyman putting people in charge of taking care of that business and then fucking it up. And then when you ask Blue Blood, well, what do you know about booking an event? He said, I booked an event. When he worked for Black Prime, he booked the event for Bud. And you were still on his panel arguing. Now, I never got this deep. But since you want to get in my comment section and talk some stupid shit, there it is. And I'm not wrong. Everybody said you was out of your mind for doing that. There. Don't get mad at me. You did it. I'm not wrong. The only people that agree with you are Tank fans that have an unconditional love for that boy and an unconditional hatred for the Haneys. And that's cool. And I just sent you one more named Press. I said, go get that feel good. I never called you out your name. I never violated you. For you to say, to keep my name out your mouth, fuck you, nigga. I say whatever the fuck I want to say on this platform. You don't run shit here. You do what you do, I do what I do. You said you off it, stay off it then. But since you brought it, because you could have reached out to BFTB and we could have spoke over the phone if you was in your feelings. But since you want to put your shit broadcasted and you want to marshal some drum, some fucking stalker, then have at it. And it's the only time I'm going to address it. And you still got your wrench. This is why I ain't dropped no link to you. Because I don't need to talk. I don't need to talk to you. You go around the channels and argue with niggas. I don't do that. My opinion is my opinion. It's not up for discussion. You're not going to change my mind on Tank. You have a conversation. To me, I'll have a conversation with somebody if they're on the fence about something. Well, I kind of feel like this, but I kind of feel like that. And I'm going to open up the panel. I'll engage and say, well, have you considered this, and that? Have you considered this, and that? I can talk up Devin Haney and not even mention Tank. Y'all can't talk up Tank without bringing down Devin. That's the truth. Look at the resume. That's the truth. You wanting to come up on my panel, talk about drop a link for what, nigga? That's crazy. For what? Women do that. And your behavior's straight feminine, dude. Argue with me for what? Dude, you're not changing my mind about that boy. He's gone. You can enable that bullshit. You can justify it. You don't get mad at BF when he says that, man. You can go to KO's page, man. He can spin that shit. How many times he used your name and spin in the same fucking sentence? And if you ain't watching this now, don't worry. BX22 will send you the timestamp because he did it yesterday. You're listening to a dude who's about to have a hell of a lot of legal issues. But never mind that shit. How many times has he used spin and your name in the same sentence? He don't get the same smoke? The truth of the matter is, debating me is pointless, young man. I'm going to call you young man. Debating me is pointless. You will never win. You'll never win. Because we're having two different conversations, young man. And when you was in my chat last time, I asked you, what is my problem with Tank? The first thing you said was Devin Haney. False. False. You remind me of a chick that is doing too much at work or in school or in the neighborhood. And when literally no one is even paying attention to her, she thinks everybody is paying attention to her. There was a song that came out in the 70s. It was called You're So Vain. You're so vain. I bet you think this song is about you. Nigga, I ain't got to sneak diss anybody. If I got a problem with anybody, I said their goddamn name on here. And I never had a problem with you. We had a difference of opinion. And I told you last time when you was here, when I go to your channel that I'm still subscribed to, and I see Devin's picture there, or Bill's picture there, or Tank's picture there, which is usually the case, I'm like, well, KO's on his stuff tonight. Did you peep what I said? I go in, I hit the like button, and I leave. I go in, like button. That's support, Knockout. That's support. I hit the like button, and I leave. When you was in my chat those weeks ago, listen to what I said. I said I go in, I hit the like button, and I leave. Because I'm really not concerned about your opinion, dogs. I'm not. I'm really not. I'm not. I know what you on, and I leave it alone. I leave it alone. I'm not in your goddamn, I'm not on your panels. I'm not in your chat. To me, those niggas in there are crazy. And you head of the marching band with your shit and hitting the drum, boom, 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 tank, 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 boom, boom, boom. Nah, fuck that. I don't go to you like I don't go to the Rise podcast. I know what's in there. You lead that parade, my man. So for you to come here and tell me, I bet you won't drop that link. I'm like, drop the link. What do you want to go back and forth with me over? For what? If you're not changing my mind, you just want to go in here and go tit for tat. I don't do shit like that, dogs. I don't argue with women. What pissed women off when I was out in those streets, what pissed them off was that when they started to turn up, this was me. And I walk off. I'll leave them standing there on the corner screaming by themselves. Enraged, pulling their wigs off or whatever the fuck they had in their hair, their box braids, whatever. Don't walk away! Don't walk away! You want to talk to me? No, I don't. I left, bitch. So when you come up in here talking about drop a link, nigga, I don't want to talk to you about this. For what? You have your opinion. Have at it. And for you to get in your boo-boo feelings, because I sent you an ignorant nigga. I literally sent you a sub. You mad at me for what? For what? Don't type books in my comment section. I don't care about any of that. You and your feelings defended that little nigga. But he's a little nigga. That's what he is. Tank fans say, yo, I fuck with Tank. One of the things that I hear the most is I identify with him. Really? His parents failed at parenting. He's putting bitches in the Cobra Clutch, the Sergeant Slaughter finisher at basketball games. He's crashing up cars and hitting pregnant women and running from the scene of the crime. You want me to go on? You identify with that? You're a grown black man. Stop saying that shit. Stop saying that shit. I'm sorry. I hate that. Yo, I identify him. He hood. Huh? What? I never hear these black men look at something excellent and say, I identify with that. Or, man, I wish I had that. Or, I wish I had that, and how can I achieve that? No. I know exactly why you niggas hate Devin Haney. So when you got trolls that are into the Jerry Springer shit, sending time-stamped videos, Drew was talking about you. It wasn't even that bad. It was nothing. I said, go to KO to get that feel good. I didn't say anything derogatory. You got in your feelings because I made reference to a conversation that you and Blue had. Nigga, you had the conversation. This nigga's still talking about it. How crazy it was. And as a matter of fact, when you had that conversation, people were calling me and DMing me like, yo, did you hear that? I said, no. I had to go back and listen to it. I said, oh, man. And I got a little chuckle out of it. Did I do a video? Did I do a video with your name in it? Some people do that. I don't do that. And like I said, nigga, if it was that serious, there's ways to get in contact with me. The last time some nigga sent you some shit or said some shit about said some shit about us in the chat, I DM'd you. Did I not? I said, look at these niggas trying to start trouble. Remember that, KO? You remember that? And I'm saying this because if you're not watching now, somebody's gonna send it to you. Remember I DM'd you and I said, oh shit, bro, I don't follow you. Said to find you on the gram, and then I DM'd you. And I sent it to BFTV. I said, look at what this nigga's doing. Somebody trying to start trouble, start friction. And you played right into it. You typing books in my comment section. I ain't even say anything crazy. The truth is I have a stalker. There's some nigga out here in the, well, I know who it is. And I told you in the comment section, you might want to distance yourself from this dude. But if there's something that you wanted to talk to me about, you hit up, you ain't got my number, but we follow each other on the gram, right? You could DM me. You can hit up BF and be like, yo, could you get Drew on the three-way? Let's talk. I am not above a conversation. But you out here doing so much, you think everyone is fucking with you. I said nothing wrong yesterday. Nothing. Made a joke. Make me feel good. Go get that feel good from KO. If you want that tank feel good, go to KO 86. Go to Knockout Boxing 86. I sent you a stub. He's nice and young and dumb. He made $30,000 a year and was about to drop $1,000 on a pair of jeans. Tank fan, have at you. You're welcome. The fuck? I ain't got to sneak this anybody. Debate you for what? You're not changing my mind, nigga. You don't want to debate me about no goddamn Tank Davis because a majority of the conversation will have nothing to do with boxing. Because it's deeper than that. Way deeper. That's why your ass got in your feelings when I said quit acting light-skinned. This was the shit I'm talking about. See? So I stand on that. So if you're not watching now, because you still got your wrench. If you're not watching now, you'll see it later. Don't get in my comment section. If you got a problem with anything I'm saying, you call BF or you DM me and we can get on the phone. Because this is the last time I'm addressing this shit. And just like that, I'm off it. Boxing, please. Weird shit. 49 years old. And I got to deal with stalkers. I know I'm sexy, but damn. And I'm not saying KO's a stalker, but I got a stalker. You know what else that little nigga did? And documentation beats conversation. I have a paper trail on him. Do y'all remember when Tay Jones was on the live? And we were talking about what Deontay was going through with Telly? Y'all remember that? Y'all remember that? You know what the same nigga did? He time-stamped a portion of my conversation with Tay and sent it to Marcellus Wilder and lied to him and said that we was on here talking about him. And Marcellus jumped in my DMs beefing. And I said, slow your roll, young man. Here's the live. Listen to what we said. And it was nothing. And that worked itself out. But surprise, surprise. Ain't it amazing what you can do with DMs and emails and IP addresses? It's amazing what you can find out. So now I have a virtual paper trail. And now it's turning into a legal thing because there's a lot of other things that y'all don't know about that's happening behind the scenes. And what he's done is he's broken the law. So I'm cool. But this is what we deal with over our boxing opinion. When you have options, you can leave, you can X, you can say do not recommend, you can even make a diss video. But these motherfuckers are going through great lengths to create potential physical drama. There's a charge for that. There's a charge for that. There's legal ramifications for that. See, this is what you're saying. You run around like shit is a game. It's not a game. Shit is real. It's real. But yeah, exactly, Hassan. Smacking niggas' life out their body, that's easy. I'm gonna hit you in your bank account. And if your bank account is slim, I want that anyway. When you go to work, I want 30% of that money you make. You need to pay me compensation. Drew Titan LLC is a brand. And if you're disrupting my business in any way, shape, or form, I'm gonna get you. It was refreshing. You know what? Let me not talk too much. But know this now. I know how to fight. You know, the only niggas that got mad at Bill and Dev when they sued Ryan were niggas that don't understand how the way the world works. He should get it back in blood. He should get it back in blood. Fine. I'm going to sue you first because you violated the contract. So once we get that out the way, once we get that shit out the way, then we can fight. And what did they say? We'll fight you. You traded, right? We'll fight you in rolling bottom. And what did Ryan do? He didn't enroll in bottom. So Devin was trying to get it back in blood. Don't always tell you I don't cry later. And I'm gonna tell you something. This ain't the first time I went through this online. I just be quiet about it. There's one nigga in particular that was doing that dumb shit. I got him. But I'm not loud about it. I fired many warning shots like I did, but like I'm doing right now, I fired many warning shots. And I'm not talking about KO. That's something different. I'm talking about this nigga BX22. There was another nigga running around doing that shit. And I said, better stop. And I said it out loud. So when I showed my lawyer, I said, look, I'm saying stop. And by the time it got to his desk, his virtual desk, I was on a Zoom meeting with apologies. Yo, I was just playing. I didn't think it was going to get this far. Yeah. You think it's just the internet. LLC, it's a brand, dude. You got to pay. And that was the end of that. Ain't got to be loud about it. I like doing that shit. I like calling my lawyer. He says, what you got for me today? Because those thousands of dollars I pay him to get the work, trust me, he gets his money first. And I'm on some PBC shit. I get the back end, which is substantial. Crying and snot bubbles on a Zoom meeting. I'm sorry, man. I mean, come on, was that serious? Yeah, it was. Don't talk to me, talk to him. Don't talk to me, talk to him. Him. Don't talk to me. Time to talk to me is past. Y'all talk to the lawyer now. I'm saying, what the? Yeah. It was fun and games just a minute ago. It was all funny. I swear to God, it was funny a minute ago. Now it's not funny. When you only make, what that nigga made, like $53,000 a year, and you got kids. You got to give me that. You got to give me some of that. I don't care how long it takes you to pay. You got to give me some of that. The first of every month in my account, I need to see where it came from. You got to give me that. See, there's multiple ways to fight. There's ways to handle things. And you content creators, you're grown. You run around here acting like a grown adolescent. That's a sad state of affairs. When you're on that Zoom meeting in that courtroom and you see a judge in the middle and he's standing there looking around and he asks you to explain all of these things, and your response is, well, I was just playing. No, you can't play with him. This is a brand. This was damaging. And unfortunately, you owe X amount of dollars. Bang the gavel. Tears and snot bubbles, that don't mean shit to me. You got to explain to your kids why you ain't got no Christmas. Literally, niggas say, well, you know, the holidays is coming. I don't care. Yeah, my holidays is going to be good. Yours not so much. Explain to your baby girl why she can't get her toys. Because daddy was online fucking around because he's in his feelings over a boxing opinion. So BX22, know that I warned you. Well, I warned you here. But I let you run off and do everything you did. I know every last thing you did. Every last thing. Everything. And it all came back to you. And that shit you did yesterday, great. I'm glad you did that. Because now what you did is you created friction. I have no control over how Knockout Boxing 86 handled it. But this is what you did. You're agitating a situation. You're creating a situation. I make notes of everything that these niggas do on YouTube. It comes to me. I have more than enough eyes and more than enough, I'm gonna say eyes, I'm gonna say more than enough love from people that I know and trust that send me everything. And some of the shit is just funny. Once it gets to the point where it becomes damaging, I'm gonna get you. Most niggas are crazy, you can ignore them. Most niggas. But there's some niggas that fire these hidden shots. It's like, yo, wait, what's this? BX22 was my old bus line. So this nigga has seen me in the world. And now he's firing hidden shots. I had another motherfucker, well, not another motherfucker, put my street address in the comment section in one of my videos. That was when I sent shit to the authorities. I'm showing y'all how to fight. They said, no, you can't do that. And then we had to contact YouTube, had to get some legal action, and the ball is rolling. So where this dude, I'm not gonna say his name, where he thinks it's a game, it's not. Because now we're connecting the dots. It's called building a case. And you did it again yesterday. So when you think this is one big game, it's not. It's not. Pay me. You're gonna have to pay me. That's enough gems for today. It's enough gems for today. And I live for the day where I get somebody locked up. You see, you can't call me no snitch. I'm not a street dude. I'm telling. Yo, who robbed that old lady? You see that motherfucker right there? He did it. Who robbed that store? You see that nigga right there? He did it. He lives at such and such, such and such. Because I don't want you niggas around me. I'm a law-abiding citizen. Thank you very much. I don't need you niggas around me. I'm not one of those, I ain't seen nothing, I don't know nothing ass niggas. Because y'all the reason why the projects are tore up the way it is right now. Y'all the reason why there's dog shit in the staircase and it's all pissy. Y'all the reason why a black neighborhood is considered to be fucked off. Y'all do it every day. And I ain't gonna say shame on y'all because that's just what y'all are. Y'all a bunch of niggas and I don't want you around me. Y'all a bunch of niggas that identify with Tank Davis ideology. Which is what exactly? Which is what exactly? Oh, okay. All right. Okay. Terrific.
I'm gay. Gay, like super gay. Like one down here, one here, one here, one here gay. I thought you knew that.
And you watching right now. And I'm watching you. Shout out to the 4-3. Well, salute to everybody in the Venmo, the Cash App. The general should be on. I'm headed to the gym. What y'all doing with y'all day? Love y'all. Even y'all haters, I love y'all too. Because you love me. But keep that suspect shit to yourself. Either your daddy didn't hug you enough, or he hugged you a little too much.
Move! Why are you gay?
Who says I'm gay?
You are gay.